Hiya knitters. This week I am just revisiting one of my old videos, which I've had a few comments on that it could be clearer, and as this is a favourite pattern of mine to make, and I personally feel is quite an easy one to make and quite a quick one, I want to do the original pattern justice. So first of all, thank you Barbara for your constructive criticism on this. It has helped me understand where I've gone wrong in previous videos and how I can improve future ones. The aim of this channel is not only to give you updates on all the products that we sell at HiyaHiya, but it's also to show what can be made with them. Majority of the patterns on this page aren't made by me. I will indicate where they are, and there will always be a link to the original pattern in the comments. So if I'm not clear enough, or if you need that extra support in your creations, click over and use it from there. Equally, if you do make any of these, please add your final products to their Ravelry page, as I'm sure it will be appreciated. So, the main feedback I had from the original Cloud Slippers pattern video, that it didn't assist visually as clear as it should have. So I went through, I gave the instructions, but I didn't point out how the work was flat, and I didn't explain clear enough how to sew it up at the end, so what part of the pattern is what. So this video will be clarifying that for you. The original pattern that Adrienne Sullivan put on her Ravelry page was clear enough to go off. However, personally, I prefer when the whole pattern is written out line by line. She broke it up into sections, saying like row 1 through 4 for the side and row 1 through 2 for the toe. Whereas I'd prefer to know 1 through 11 is this, and then 12 through 16 is this. So that's how I've broken down this pattern for you. So, here is one I very quickly knitted up. Ta-da! Obviously using larger needles, larger yarn, you will get an adult size slipper. But for this one I use 4mm needles, which will make a little baby bootie. So you cast on 20, just here. Rows 1 through 11 is purely knitting. So this little chunk here you can see is all knit. 12th is knit 5, purl 15. Then on the flip side you knit the whole row. Then 14 once again, you knit 5, purl the whole row. And then on the flip side is where you bind off your 7 stitches and knit to the end. Now this binding off is to help create the entrance to the boot where the foot would go in. Looks a bit weird here, but once you fold it over and sew up your seams, it creates the little boot shape. Now to create the shape of the top of the foot, row 16 is knit 5, purl 5, knit 3, and row 17 is to knit across. Rows 18 to 21 is repeating this, so it helps create what will be, that is the top of the shoe. The remaining rows are a mirror of what you've already done. So row 22 is knit 5, purl 5, knit 3, and then cast back on those 7 stitches, which you see here. Then it's alternating knit the whole row, knit 5, purl 15, knit 5, purl 15, create the other side of the seam of the foot. Then the final 27 to 38 rows is just knit again and then bind off. Now with a little bit of editing magic, you will see the final boot. Now the first part of sewing up I've just quickly done off camera, which is turn it inside out so you've got the wrong side, and it's sew your cast on and bind off edges together like this. I've done this extremely roughly, just so you get the idea. Then the 2 remaining seams you're going to sew different ways. So for the toe, you want to lay it flat, so you've got the little entrance to the shoe like so, and you want to sew the toe flat like this. So da-da-da, toe just very roughly sewn off. But then to create the back of the shoe, you don't want to sew it flat like so. You need to pinch these two parts together and sew it like that. And then you want to turn your work inside out. And there you have your final little shoe. And I'm hoping that clarifies it to anyone who doesn't get the idea from the original video. Like I said at the start, this is a favourite pattern of mine. It is a free one which I suggest go over to the Ravelry page I'll link below. If you do attempt this, upload all your attempts there, but I just didn't want to have a video out there that didn't do it justice. I just hope this is a good aid towards the original video of how to make this little boot. So yeah, if you like these videos, if you have any suggestions for other patterns I can try using HiyaHiya products, please let me know in the comments. I will have weekly videos on here, so make sure to like and subscribe. We also are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ravelry, Pinterest. All of them are linked below, so please go and check out for more regular updates on all products HiyaHiya and all of our stockists. And until next time, happy knitting!